This is an example of a public execution. This is worse than slavery itself. This makes slavery look like a holiday. Holiday! It makes slavery look like a holiday. And it's so unfortunate that most white people have fear that to the point that they won't deal with this. It's going to get worse. The whole mission is to destroy Christianity and men, boys and men, because they represent good. They represent God. And the attack upon white, straight, conservative males is an example of that. And I just hope one day, before it's too late, that white, straight, conservative males stop laying down and allow yourself to be executed. Allowing these people to put a noose around your neck. These people don't care about abortion. They don't care about anything that's good. It's about destroying Christianity and straight, white, conservative Christian men. And the reason for that, the primary focus is on the white men because the black men, not all, but most have already been wiped out. They think black women are queens. They call black women queens. That's like queen God, right? And so they're not a challenge. There's nothing for them to worry about. You just tell them that racism exists and white supremacy and all that, and you got them under control. The last standing group of people are white, straight, conservative Christian men. And that's the only thing, those are the only people that are preventing the Antichrist religion, the cult, the Democratic Party, that include the blacks and the whites and anyone that are part of that party, and really the Republican Party as well, from turning America into a socialist society, the white, straight, conservative Christian man. The New York Times reported, this is from the New York Times, there's this guy by the name of John Gruden, and John has resigned as the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders after emails he sent in 2011 was found to have used racist terms to denounce DeMarcus Smith, DeMaurice Smith, the executive director of the NFL Players Association, who is black. The racist line in question is, DeMaurice Smith has lips the size of Michelin tires. Oh, that's who that is? I had no idea. Dumbo, like Dumbo. Smith has lips like the size of Michelin tires. Where's the racism in that? Some people have big lips and some don't. How is that racist? And believe me, black people say, if that is a bad word, they say worse things than that. But because John is white and straight, they're calling him racist. And once again, because black people don't have love, they don't know God, most blacks, they'll welcome this. They will destroy America because they have a socialist mentality. Satan is their daddy. That's not a racist statement, folks. That's funny. In a statement to the Wall Street Journal, Smith said Gruden's comments reflect the difficult reality black people continue to face as they advance their careers. First of all, black people are not advancing their careers. They are being given to them without them earning it. And that's why once you let them in, everything becomes corrupt and screwed up because they're not earning it. Look at this black man, a grown adult male crying racist. He's not advancing in anything. He goes on to say, according to this report, racism like this comes from the fact that I am at the same table as they are, and they don't think someone who looked like me belong, Smith said. Well, I don't see anything wrong with that point, because in all reality, Bruce Jenner is not a woman in a dress, right? Likewise, blacks at the table are not earning it, so they shouldn't be there. They should not be there. You're pretending that they earned it when they really didn't, like you pretend Bruce Jenner is a woman when he's a male in a dress. Blacks are getting these positions because they are black. That's why everything's falling apart. They don't have the talent. They don't know how to do it. So nothing wrong with that. This is from Get Up. In an interview last year, DeMaurice Smith reacted to the death of George Floyd. In another interview from over 4 years ago, Smith described the first time he experienced overt racism. Watch this.
I wonder if I could just ask you to take a moment to speak from the heart about what we're seeing in our country right now and what it makes you feel.
When we watch episode after episode of something horrible happening to people of color in this community, you don't want to be in a world where you have to tell your kids that you don't think it's getting better.
In college, you're a freshman and decide to run for class president. How surprised were you by the negative feedback that you received?
I was stunned.
Is there anything you specifically remember that was?
I remember everything specifically. The ease and the again the comfort that a person must have in order to, write a note that starts off with the N word and what do you think you're doing, and to have a guy actually sign his name to it.
Amazing. So this little beta male, DeMaurice Smith, was traumatized in college or something with a note, and he hasn't gotten over yet. What a beta male. A loser. Who wanted him at the table? I don't even know if the story is true or not, because the blacks tend to make up stuff now. They just make up anything now and expect you to believe it. But the guy, he sounded like a female, whining. The blacks are just like MGTOW. MGTOW is just like the blacks, a group of losers. Men don't sit back and whine. They overcome. They endure. You're not a female. But yeah, I know you have the female nature and you have to overcome it, but you're not a female. Stop whining. And they're using these racial things, pretending that it exists so they can get something free. And I don't blame that John Gruden for not wanting this guy at the table, if that's true. He's a loser. Listen to how he whines. He's not earning his way. He doesn't know what he's doing once you let him into the jobs. Get over it, DeMaurice. What a sad way to live. It's men. God did not create you this way. You were born through your mother. You have her identity. It's not natural. DeMaurice still remembers some note he claimed he got about racism. And I'm sure he has heard worse things than that from the blacks. But they know now they can get free stuff if they cry racism. And the men, I told you, the black males are no better than the black females. They're all whiners. We are the whiners. Fox, other emails sent by Gruden reveal he criticized NFL coach being pursued to draft queers, being pressured. He criticized NFL coach. This is so dumb it's hard to read it, and I'm black. He criticized NFL coach for being, this guy did, Gruden, right? He criticized NFL coaches being pressured to draft queers in response to Michael Sam. Oh, remember that guy, a black gay guy? They thought he could play ball. He just threw the football like a girl. Whatever happened to him? And why were they in this man's email, John Gruden's email back in 2021? That's his private business. He can think and say whatever he wants. This is America. I wish he could sue them. But so they criticized him. They didn't like the fact that he criticized NFL coaches being pressured to draft queers in response to Michael Sam. Nobody want to know you're gay in their football team. If you want to be gay, but keep it to yourself. And I'm being told that John was not even working for the NFL at the time. He was working for ESPN. So they didn't like the fact that he criticized that. This Michael Sam was the first openly gay player to be selected in the draft. Other criticism included being against female referees. Don't nobody want a female referee on a men's football team? You weaken the team. He criticized Caitlyn Jenner, calling for the firing of players protesting the anthem. See, this guy is a good man, meaning a righteous man, and they hate him. He's white, and he's standing up for what is right. They got to wipe him out in order to bring in evil. They hate Christianity. This is from Undisputed. Former NFL player Shannon Sharp react to the news of John Gruden. Listen, folks, this is about wiping out Christianity and boys and men. That's what this is all about. Watch this.
Skip, it's very hard to separate John Gruden, the coach, and John Gruden, the man, given what we know from these emails. That's a part of his legacy. That's a part of who he is. Skip, he can't, it's just like any actor. Get John Wayne as a prime example. People used to love John Wayne until they found out just how racist he was. Now, all of a sudden, you people, especially a lot of blacks, can't look at his movies the same. My grandfather used to love John Wayne because he didn't know what we know today.
That's a good point.
Wow, weak white man agreeing with an evil, weak black male. I love John Wayne movies then, and I love them now. Loved them then, and I love them now. John Wayne was amazing. We need more John Wayne. That guy named was Skip Bayless. The white guy that's agreeing with that wild black male. What the? See, white men, what's wrong with y'all? You should be out today protesting, supporting John Gruden. That man needs support. That man hasn't done anything wrong based on this. And black people are pretending to be mad about this stuff because they know you're going to give up your free stuff. You're going to give them reparation, affirmative action. That's what this is all about. They can care less about this. Here's another one from ESPN. Former NFL player Randy Moss gets emotional as he responds to the news of John Gruden.
I'm not a racist. I can't tell you how sick I am. I apologize again to D. Smith. But I feel good about who I am and what I've done my entire life. And I apologize for the insensitive remarks. I had I had no racial intentions with those remarks at all. But yes, they can. I'm I'm not like that at all.
I'm curious from your perspective, Randy, if you were in that locker room today, would you be able to play for him?
You know, I speak about the game of football. I fell in love with the game of football, Sam, at 6 years old. And I get emotional talking about it because of situations like this. My civil rights were taken, were kind of messed with in high school over the color of my skin. And now being able to play 14 years in the National Football League, to have something like this of a leader. We talk about leadership. We give guys these big contracts because they want to be able to lead 70 men, coaches, equipment staff, and managers to the #1 goal, and that's to win a championship. And for us to be moving back and not forward in 21st century, like I said, man, National Football League, this hurts me. The clock is ticking, man. I'm sorry.
No.
I can play for you, but I'd rather not. Okay, I'd rather not do it, but if I have to do it, I will. And it's just because I have other people that I have to provide for, right? But I'd rather not do it.
Yeah.
But we've done it before in different situations. We are all mentally tough people in that locker room, but it's something you'd rather not do.
Yeah, so this is what I think about. It's like Randy sitting up here feeling this way from a distance. I can't imagine a guy in that locker room today trying to play a football game feeling that way.
With a heavy heart.
How? I don't know.
It hurts.
I don't know how. What? Randy, I appreciate you just being genuine and honest. It's what we love about you.
We've been through a lot, Sam.
Yes, we have. Yes, we have.
What a bunch of losers. All losers sitting at their table. They're faking it, folks. They're pretending to be emotional over something that doesn't even exist. This is a way of getting rid of the Christian white straight male. And they're using these blacks, and they're happening to be used to do it with. And if you look into their background, you'll be shocked at what they have done and are still doing in some cases. All are born in sin. All, not one on earth that doesn't have a background of sin. As a result of sin. Everybody done something. Oh, they put it back in slavery. I would have played with it, but I wouldn't have liked it. How come y'all so weak? Remind me of the MGTOW. Oh, we've given up on women. They have been defeated by women. MGTOW. They let a bunch of girls beat them at the game. And they're proud of it. So they sit around every day online giving each other the high five. You can overcome all things if you endure from within, folks. You really can. I'm a witness to it. I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, but the last 31 years, he have caused me to endure and overcome. Men endure, women cry over stupid stuff. And the last thing on this is from Fox. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers announced on Tuesday that they will remove John Gruden from their Ring of Honor in response to racist and homophobic comments made by Gruden. If I were Gruden, I would say, okay, fine, you can have that stuff. It's going to fade away anyway. It doesn't mean anything. I'm still telling the truth. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.